Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel Payday Lender and Bookmaker Refunds. Before we get into today's case, do me a quick favour. Drop a comment below if you've ever had problems with a payday lender or bookmaker. I'll try to answer and guide you where I can, and your comment might even help someone else who's going through the same thing. And don't forget to hit the subscribe. I've got at least 10 refund and complaint cases lined up, and I'll be sharing both my successes and failures so you can see what works, what doesn't, and how to put your own case together. So I'm calling this one Me versus Loans2Go. So, as you can see, I borrowed £400, and at first it seemed manageable. But as the months went on, the repayments just didn't shift the balance. It just seemed like I was paying them forever. I'd already paid back £1,000, and they were still showing I owed nearly 1,479 in total. So still owed another 479. It just felt never ending. That's when I realised this wasn't affordable, surely. And under FCA rules, which I didn't know anything about, loans should always be checked for affordability before they're approved. So I sent my first complaint letter, polite, clear, and based on the affordability template letter. I asked them to look again at the loan, remove unfair charges, and refund overpayments. I highlighted FCA CONC 5.2a, which I haven't got a clue what it is, but ChatGPT helped me. Never heard of it before, which says lenders must ensure repayments are sustainable and not cause hardship. So let's look at the letter. So as you can see, case study, me versus Loans2Go. So the initial complaints letter. So you need to find the Loans2Go complaints department email. So if you've had letters or emails, should I say, sent to you from Loans2Go, all you need to do is send an email to that department. What I will say is be careful, do not disclose any financial or personal information that can be used against you in case you send to the wrong email. So my initial complaint letter was, Dear Complaints Team, I am making a formal complaint regarding my loan reference, and then insert your loan reference number. I have also highlighted what I borrowed, the total repaid so far, and the balance in total. You can find this information via the Loans2Go portal. So, as I said, loan amount is 400. The initial loan amount was £400. Total repaid so far was £1,000, and the balance still, well, not still to pay, total to pay was 1,479. So then ChatGPT, then basically they outlined what rules I believe that they broke. Under FCA CONC 5.2a, you were required to carry out proportionate affordability checks. Repayments must be sustainable and not cause hardship. In my case, the loan was not affordable and repayments became unsustainable. I request that you remove all interest and charges, refund overpayments made, correct my credit file accordingly. Yours sincerely, then I've redacted my name. So just send that letter. I will guarantee you that you will be rejected and told that they followed all their procedures. So let's get on to the next bit. So let's just stick to that bit. So their reply was what many people get. They said they carried out proportionate checks. They asked me what the loan was for, and I said unexpected expenses. They claimed they had no reason to think it was unaffordable. In other words, a flat rejection. If you've had this kind of reply, don't be discouraged. Well, you might not even got to this stage, so I can help you. It's very common. Lenders hope you'll stop after that first knockback. So after receiving that, I then did a follow-up letter. So here we go. So I wrote back, this time with evidence. I showed my bank statements, gambling transactions, debt collector payments, constant overdraft use. You do not even need all of these. But these are clear harm markers. I reminded them that the Financial Ombudsman Service has upheld many complaints against Loans2Go where affordability checks were inadequate. This time, the response changed. So let's see their response. So there you go. How simple was that? So Loans2Go agreed to remove the charges and refund me £690. Basically, the £690 was anything above the initial £400 that I'd paid. So basically, they kept the money that they lent me, which is understandable, which was a first £400. But as I said, I'd paid just over £1,000. So they refunded me the £690 plus 8% interest. So that's the difference persistent makes from rejection to payout. So you may not be in exactly the same position as me. Your circumstances might be different. Maybe no gambling, maybe a different loaner size, but the key question is the same. Was the loan affordable when it was given? If it wasn't, you've got grounds to complain. So here's what I would suggest. Send a complaint letter, polite, factual, reference the FCA rules. Use your bank statements, they're your strongest evidence. Don't give up, clearly, after the first rejection. That's often just a template ready to reply to you. And then ultimately, if you're not happy, escalate to the Ombudsman if they don't resolve within 8 weeks. So that's me versus Loans2Go. A £400 loan, over £1,000 repaid back to them, still owing more, and finally a £690 refund after I pushed back. So if you've got a payday lender or bookmaker complaint, comment below with their name. I might cover it in a future video, and your comment could help others. And remember to subscribe. I've got 10 more real cases coming up with honest outcomes, whether I win or lose, so you can learn from every step. But finally, before we go, let's just get into the final section. So what were the key harm markers? During the review of my case, several key harm markers became clear. Heavy reliance on an overdraft and repeated gambling transactions visible on my bank statements. So I had a bank account with a main high street bank permanently in the overdraft. So what it was, I had an overdraft to a certain amount, my wages went in and sent it pretty much to zero, but straight away I was using the overdraft to live out of. That is a huge red flag. Existing debt collector payments at the same time as taking out the loan. That doesn't mean people are knocking on the door. That can mean literally that you've got a structured debt repayment plan to a debt collector. Support transfers from family members showing I was already financially vulnerable. So if you've got people's names in your account, you can clearly see that friends and family are lending you money or have lent you money. Repayments demanded far exceeded the original loan. So £1,479 demanded on just a £400 loan. These are strong signs that the loan was never affordable and should not have been granted under FCA CONC rules. The power of bank statements. One of the most powerful steps I took was sending Loans2Go my bank statements. It included 2 months before the loan, the same month the loan was given, and 2 months after the loan was given. These showed consistent gambling activity, overdraft fees, and reliance on third-party top-ups. By presenting this evidence, it became undeniable that the loan was not affordable at the time of lending. This was just the turning point in my complaint. The initial rejection changed to an upheld complaint once the bank statements were reviewed. And finally, lessons for others. If you are making a complaint yourself, always keep your letters polite and factual. Reference the FCA rules, especially CONC 5.2a on affordability. Provide your bank statements, ideally covering 2 months before, the month of the loan, and 2 months after. Don't stop after the first rejection. Persistent matters. This combination of politeness, evidence, and persistence is what turned my case into a successful £690 refund. So, if this video has helped you, please let others know in the comments. Do not provide any personal information in the comments below. Do not name call. Do not accuse in the comments. Otherwise, your comment will be removed. And finally, if this video has helped you, please buy me a coffee in the link below. So hopefully, so what I've done is basically I've used YouTube ads to get this. I've actually paid out my own money to get this video to as many people as it can, so it can help as many people possible. So please, if you can, buy me a coffee below. It does help. Share this video, put it on X. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You are helping others. You are not even revealing that you have been in this situation. You are literally just sharing the information that this video, me versus Loans2Go, £690 refund, and how others can use this video to help themselves. So I wish the very best of luck, and please stay tuned because there will be lots of videos already in the video section. There will be posts giving you a little bit of information about what some of these rules actually mean. It may not be important to you, but what I did use was I used ChatGPT to frame my letters. So what I actually did was I put the information into ChatGPT. They clearly highlighted the hard markers. Then I asked them to write the initial complaint letter. So I will be doing a ChatGPT step-by-step guide to what I did. If you wish to follow that, that is up to you, but that will be in the next video. So as I said, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So the very best of luck. Over and out.